What up, YouTube? T-Moose here with Makeout on Netflix. I'm actually going to do my reviews for all of David Fincher movies. David Fincher, he's pretty much an icon. He's probably one of the best directors in the business. He, of course, had that show Mindhunters, which I don't even think is getting their season, but anyway. Now, his first feature I'm doing a review for, it is probably his first and worst movie of all time. And that will be the 1992 film Alien3. Alien3, released on May 22nd, 1992, starring Sigourney Weaver back as Ellen Ripley. Now, of course, this film took place about a couple years, after the events of Alien and all of Aliens, I should say. And Aliens was, of course, released. Directed by James Cameron. Of course, Ridley Scott directed the original. And, the first two Aliens are classic. They are some of the best, sci-fi horror films there is. So when they did the third one, believe it or not, it was released like about a month before I was born. Let me just throw that out there. The film was also produced by Walter Hill, who also directed films like 48 Hours, The Warriors. Walter Hill's a legend right there, too. And so this time around, you got Sigourney Weaver back as Ellen Ripley, who is the only survivor when she crash lands on Verona 161. And, which is, of course, this bleak wasteland inhabited by former inmates of the planet's maximum security prison. And once again, Ripley must face skepticism and, the alien as it ends up hunting down the prisoners and guards. And you got some interesting, castles here. You got Charles Dance, who's also in David Fincher's new film, Mank. The always legend, Lance Henriksen, Charles S. Dutton, the late Pete Paso wife, Paso. What I always mispronounce his name, but he was a pretty cool actor right there. Now it is insane to believe that David Fincher's first film was bad, because David Fincher has not directed a bad movie since Alien3. Alien3 is pretty much his only worst and horrendous film. It's not that good at all. Sigourney Weaver, she's Sigourney Weaver. She tried her best and whatnot, but even she couldn't really save this film at all. The film, of course, like I said, got released in 1992. It did not do so well in the box office either. It made about 159.8 million, so it did not do so well when it got released. It's even actually on HBO Max, so if you guys even want to torture yourself, go ahead. It has a 43% on Rotten Tomatoes. Oof, yeah. It's definitely the worst out of the Alien movie. I mean, Alien Resurrection, maybe that will be the worst. Or maybe Alien vs. Predator. I don't know. But, it does have good acting, but the script is horrible. It got pretty boring. Definitely the worst out of the Alien film. There are actually people who even enjoy it at times, but yeah, it's more a guilty pleasure. Like, most people will say it's more of a guilty pleasure theirs, but me, it's not a guilty pleasure at all. It's, probably one of the worst movies of that year as well, too. So, it's very dull. It just didn't really make much sense. Just not that good of a film. So, anyway, let me leave it to you guys. Have you ever seen David Fincher's Alien3? If so, what you thought of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Etc. Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here, see you maybe sign out.